Hello, people. We're back at it again with more, Cypher tourneys. So, I was watching the VOD from the last video, and I remembered something that Brave Saint said a long time ago, and that's, if you don't have a lot of people around, you should probably have music playing in the background. So, that's the plan. So I've made a YouTube playlist, and whatever ends up playing is completely random. What the fuck? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? I want to know what I'm looking at. Um, um, uh, Mildly confused. I guess Retrop forgot game rules for a sec. That will hit. Eevee's probably taking this nice and slow. I'm going to go on record assuming this is the new Yuzu. The new Yuzu is slightly different from vanilla. That's the only way I could possibly describe that card. But it's Retrop, so Retrop's gonna make the best of it. This might hit. Oh, he's playing this really slow. That's not gonna hit. Peony on turn 3. I do believe the new Yuzu is a 5/4, so you do need turn 3 plays for this sort of thing. That will whiff. That 30 support. That'll hit. And that's the Alm promo. This Alm promo is kinda interesting. Not gonna lie. Enables all of your overclass plays to happen a little bit sooner than they otherwise would. So you can get turn 4 May, turn 4 Faye, turn 5 Delthea, turn 5 Jenny. Turn 5 Jenny is really funny when you don't have to ramp for it. And here we have Yuzu. So what Yuzu does, and I basically forget what she does, is flip 2 heal. It sucks, but it's there. And you can pitch and evade to untap, and also buff yourself. It's somewhat efficient untap, I guess, but it hurts your survivability because you have to pitch a dodge for it. Helps when you have healers, and it also helps when you have flyers. I remember Penta fought me with a build that had a bunch of flyers in it. Wow, I put something terrible in this playlist. Hold on. I need to remove that from the playlist, clearly. And that's turn 4 May. That will hit. Another great thing about Alm is that Alm has cycle, so you can get these overclass plays back to back to back with some degree of consistency. Not perfect consistency. They are 2-card combos at the end of the day, but cycle is cool. It helps with that. He also enables a lot of your units to hit like bigger targets. Like May can hit 80s now, Dahlia can hit 80s now. Jenny can hit 70s, which is a pretty big difference, actually. Will actually come into play in this matchup, I can imagine. Oh, I just realized that was a raw deploy. Okay. This is the first time I've ever seen a raw deploy Mercedes. I mean, not that he can do that much else. Depending on what's in his hand, he actually has a big hand, so I'm surprised that's his best deploy. I'm really surprised that's his best deploy. Because he has a big hand and 5 bonds. But I guess a lot of it's meant to capitalize on Yuzu doing things, so... Yuzu being tap locked is a bit of a problem, because I imagine his main turn 5 play is Azura, who can't do anything if your board is tap locked. Hi, Faye. Retrop is very down on orbs, but he is up slightly on cards, so this isn't terrible. Still, Alm can -2 him a lot. I also just caught the Saber. Not that he hasn't shown me this deck list before. I have seen this deck list before. I'm just not used to the idea of Saber and Alm. It's a funny play. If you can get him down to 0 orbs this turn, it could be a good finisher. I would not be surprised if he has the full combo set up in his hand right now. This could be bad for Retrop, actually, depending on, of course, if Eevee can follow up with another Fae. It's possible, but not too likely. He could also just burst Retrop down, but I wouldn't count on it. That's really bad. But Eevee is up by a lot, so... in terms of survivability, so... he's in a good spot. Ooh, the Mercedes has to go now. I mean, there's no reason to not clear board here. You can again, you +2 every turn, pretty much. And you are on 3 orbs. You don't really lose. You don't really lose a lot from playing it a little slower here. You're not in a rush to close out this game. And you shouldn't rush to close out this game. My dude has 9 cards in hand. Hmm. 2 dancers. 3 dancers. That's really funny, actually. Again, Yuzu doesn't gain a lot from, Yuzu doesn't gain a whole lot from attacking a lot. She doesn't have an on-hit effect, on-attack effect, unavoidable, or anything like that. But if the deck is going to be oriented in this way, might as well. I've seen less funny things, I'll just put it that way. I have seen less funny things. This Yuzu is probably untapping, like, 4 more times. This Yuzu is probably untapping a lot. Like, deploying all of those dancers is kind of the equivalent of deploying more beat sticks, except you have to flip a bond to untap with them. Because they enable your big beat stick to attack more often. Now, what would this be? What does this do again? Oh. That card actually did something. Who would have thought? Oh, move them? That doesn't do anything. Well, not a whole lot. Protects your backline, which could be significant here, but I feel like Eevee closes out the game here. You don't have any flies, your defense is lacking, Alm rallies his whole board. Faye isn't hitting anything, but you're debuffed here, and you lose that orb. What base power is that? That's a 50 base, you're dead. Unless you have 3 evades in that hand, you're probably dead. He also has cycles, so if he needs a Fae crit, he can cycle and try to get one. Not that the 7 cards in his hand can't possibly have a Fae in them. Of course, if Retrop has enough evades in his hand, he probably wins. Which is crazy. Because this is MNC. This is Yuzo MC we're talking about here. Fae crit And Alm dodge, Saber crit. Alm and Saber will never need a crit, like ever, under any circumstances. So what's the second thing he's grabbing? Dodge? Dodge, I guess. I'm not sure what are the odds that he lives next turn. Again, those are 1-2 dancers in the back line. The Yuzu attack and the Sothis right there. If Yuzu has 3 dodges, I'm not gonna bank on her having a 4th. But that being said, we still have a problem. But that's the game. Oh, he was living. It looks like he was living, maybe. That was an Ash deploy and a Peony crit, though. Oh, well, I guess Retrop flipped all of his bonds down. So it actually wasn't that big of a deal, and Retrop was only getting three swings, maybe 4. Wasn't going to end the game. So Eevee was fine, no matter what. Game 2. This time he's playing more aggressively. Well, that seems fortunate, because it is. And I highly doubt that Faye is living another turn. It's worth noting that Retrop went first last game. So there's no additional advantage happening this round. These are the exact same, well, other than what actually happened in the game, these are the exact same circumstances that happened last time. Retrop still going first. So something more concrete than turn order has to happen in here in order for Retrop to win. That whiff sucks, but isn't this a 60? This is a 60, yes. So that Faye was never living. Well, hello there, Sothis. You don't do anything yet. Later. Later she will be of value, though. And again, it's not like there was much else of value to do this turn anyway, other than maybe dropping an Ash. Alm CCs again. That sucks. Retrop is getting bailed out. This could be a problem. But Eevee could start going in. Depending on how his health is looking this turn, Eevee could very well just start going in. With either a May to lock Retrop in for the turn again, or a Fae to delete an orb for free. That will probably hit no matter what happens. Surely Eevee has something for this turn. 9-card hand, 2 different options. Both of which are pretty good, if you ask me. Oh wait, he has nothing. That's really bad. I thought for sure he'd have something this turn. He can't even cycle. That's really bad. This is not panning out well for Eevee at all. Puny plus, I presume... that works too. That deploys Sothis. We don't have a problem yet. Actually, no, we do have a problem. Because Eevee's going to start going -2 real soon. Still, if Retrop ignores that Jenny, we could have problems. He could have problems. Is that a thing he wants to risk, I wonder? Granted, no Jenny heal is actually going to happen anytime soon. But the orb effect is still a free +2. He's playing it slower. Eevee, why are you doing that? Why did you do that again? He doesn't have a lethal on you. What are you trying to accomplish by dodging here? There has to be something you're trying to accomplish. Because you just bled an extra evade for free. I'm really... Did I DC? Why wouldn't Retrop just swing right now? I feel like I DC'd. Or Retrop DC, because Eevee just saved the game. Actually, that's the only assumption I can make. Wait, did Retrop just not attack? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? Excuse... Huh? What the... I'm gonna have to ask Retrop about that after this, because I have no goddamn clue what that's about. This is where things start coming up negative for Retro, because Retro only has 2 cards in his hand. Oh, wait, I think I see why, actually. May overclass, but... How does that help? How does that help exactly? You still can't untap. You don't attack now, so you can get your single attack in later. Goodbye, Dancer. And we go face. Hello, Yuri. There's a very, very slim chance of you getting a free top deck off that. That is more likely than not a dead Jenny. Please don't start dodging for no reason again. Okay. Mayday. Mayday. There has to be a reason why he's frontlining that, either to get rid of Sothis or Peony, but there's no reason to get rid of Peony, so... I'd wager he's trying really hard to get rid of Sothis here? Fair enough, but maybe not the time to do that. You still have 2 orbs, and he's not gonna get a lot of mileage out of that Sothis next turn, like, no matter what, so... You could just hold off on doing that. I would also go face here, because... Well, actually... Yuri could +1 next turn. It's unlikely. Very unlikely, but it can happen. I'd wager this set. I'd wager this set has a few more turns left in it. That self sucks, but Retrop doesn't exactly have cards in his hand to work with, so... Meh. He has nothing. Wow. That's crazy. Eevee's thinking really hard about what he wants to do here. I'm sure he has a lot of options. And he did it again. Yeah, that's 100% what I would do. Just keep him pressed there. If he has a Fey overclass, he could do that too, but he doesn't. Otherwise, I would have done. Otherwise, I would have done it. Just -2 him for free right there. What is he thinking about? Just go face here, honestly. Again, no reason to leave the Yuri alive. What's the Yuri gonna do? Other than maybe top deck something that isn't even gonna be that useful. Retrop is operating on limited time. Very limited time, actually. Just go in. Raw deploy happy. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Ooh, and he dodges. This is really bad for Retrop. Oh, that's a free card in his hand, but that's a free card that we know for a fact is not an evade. Eevee can just kind of swag on him now, either with Saber to break an orb and debuff her to hell, or Faye, which, in my opinion, would be even worse. Or Jenny Flip 3. Jenny Flip 3 would still be pretty good. Mm. Oh, wait, is that a third overclass? Oh, that's really funny. Surely he has something else. Okay. This is over. This game is over. This game is so Retro. Unplug your controller, dog. Like this this is over. What does Retro do here? Like, best case scenario, Retro lives with 2 cards in his hand and a fully tapped board next turn. Eevee has 2 orbs still. That's 1. That's 2. Ladies and gentlemen, time is that the game? Is that the game? That's not the game, but again, what is Retro gonna do? What does he do? He got triple made. He got triple made. What can you do about that? And Eevee also has 5 open bonds. We could just Jenny at basically any time. And, like, not die. Is it time to scoop? Or... Bernie and Sothis are your 2 deploys. Bernie isn't doing a ton. Retrop also doesn't exactly have 2 Bobon, so I don't know. The May probably dies. That doesn't matter much.
Yo.
Why?
Yo.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Why am I like what?
Why are you like
what
this?
Did I do?
Why are you like
what
this?
What did I do?
Why are you like
what
this?
What did I do?
Why?
Tell me what I did. Do it. What did I do? Huh? Just came in here, said, yo, hello, what's up? Good morning. How you doing?
I'm ending the video. Eevee won.